Yeah. Good evening. I'm so happy. And at the same time, I'm grateful to God for bringing me to the live video today. Let's even in Jesus' name. Come and eat. Let me see if I will see someone that will come online before I start talking. And if nobody is coming, make I continue my talk. Okay, someone is online already. So I'm going to start like this. I'm going to start by praying. Because I noticed that these topics, they are much of soul and much of reality and practical. So I'm going to start today's video by praying to God. Oh, what I'm eating? I'm eating buns. Buns. Come on, eat. Okay, like I was saying, the videos are more of practical things that actually happen in people's lives. So now I want to pray. My Heavenly Father, we thank you for today's video. Be thou glorified in Jesus' name. Father, Lord, as we are going into this video, I pray that you give me utterances. I know there are many things going on in people's minds that they need answers and they need how to solve it. I pray that you put your words in my mouth so much that I don't say things of my own. And I know there are so many things on my head too at the same time, but you are the one who can put those right ones that will be in my head, and you put the right ones in my mouth in the name of Jesus. Those ones that are going to be glorifying your name, they are going to be pulling down the kingdom of darkness and raising the kingdom of heaven. Those ones that will go straight into people's situations and they will surrender everything to you. At the end of today's video, I want to have every cause to glorify your name. In Jesus' name I've prayed. Amen. Thank you. Thanks for joining me. So now that I've prayed, I can be sure that God is with me. So everything I say, I want to believe that God is the one directing me to say it. Because before I came online, many things were actually in my head that I wanted to talk about. And I don't want to just come online, say these things and forget the main point, or maybe just say it to entertain people and not touching the real thing on their mind. So that's why I have to pray that God, please, those things I'm going to say that will really touch people and will really help them in that area where they need God most, so that I will not just be talking like an entertainer, or there are a lot of way of talking. You just talk to entertain people, you are not impacting anything to their lives. So I pray that what I'm going to say will actually be an impact to people's lives in Jesus' name. Amen. Don't call me too much eating person, no. I become a man. Grub. Don't call me grub. I made so much, so I just said, let me just take more out of it. I can still take more, but just try and understand. Okay. The title of today's video is how to build connection with someone. Anyone who has been following my post will notice some of the things I've been posting. I posted about couples who have been fighting during this coronavirus isolation or quarantine kind of thing. You understand? So, and I wrote some things about the post, like these people, they didn't get married for the right reasons. Some of them, maybe it was just the shape or the beauty that got them attracted, and when they got married to this person, they noticed that she doesn't have all the qualities they want. Then I posted another thing where I was asking, how can you deal with issues with your partner without fighting, without getting angry? I know a lot of people will be like, I don't think it is possible. If you have issue with your partner, you let him know. You fight to his face. You let him know. So a lot of posts like that I've been writing, and I expected that people will comment, but I don't know if people commented on Facebook, but on my Instagram, people are not commenting. They're just liking the post. Maybe they don't even know. Maybe they are waiting for me to say my own way of doing it, or like my own points, you understand? So today's video is just going to be talking about things like that. You understand? How you can actually talk with someone, especially someone you claim that you're in love with, and you're not fighting, you're not angry. It is possible. It is possible. You understand? It is very, very possible. Then another post today that I posted, I saw it somewhere, then I reposted it. It's talking about guys that get married to some ladies. Before they get married to this person, she's so good, she's beautiful, she has the best quality, but after marriage she turns into monster, beast, and all that. And when I was reposting it, I said something like, most of these men getting married to these girls they are calling beast and all that, they never really knew about this girl before they got married to them. They thought, oh, I know this girl so much, oh, see how she's doing. You know, there are times that, let me make an example now. There are times that as single men, maybe bachelor or something, you take a wife, a girl to your parents, you take a girl to your parents, and the parents are telling you, oh, I don't like this girl. But everything you are seeing in your mind is just like, oh, she's beautiful, she does this, she does that, she does this. Those things are supposed to be seen, or those things that your parents are seeing, you are not seeing them. You understand? And you're just trying to convince yourself that this girl is good, this girl is good. You're trying to tell them this other qualities, but these main things that they are seeing, you are not even seeing these things. So I'm just trying to tell you some of the things we're going to cover in today's video by the grace of God. So let's just put our minds, let's open our mind, let's open our hearts, because after praying about this topic now, I believe that God really wants to talk to a lot of people. Then another thing I want to say, the reason why I'm doing this video or I'm calling this topic is because I want to be personal now. You know, I have been deleting my videos where I was talking about personal things, but I think this one I'm going to talk about it, and I'm not going to delete it. So I don't know if anyone sees it, anyone that doesn't want to see it, or I don't know, but I will just talk about it. So far it's blessing people. I don't mind talking about it, and I've also prayed, so I want God to put utterances in my mouth. So I want to believe that God is the one directing me. So for some days now, I just noticed that this is my friend of 10 years, you understand? We were 10 years last year. So this is my friend of 10 years. I noticed that his thoughts was just filling my day, filling my head, feeling my mood, feeling my every part of me. At first I thought I was just thinking about this guy because my friend, or maybe my boyfriend, was not around. Then I noticed that my boyfriend still came, and the thought of this guy was still filling my head. You can just imagine that. And I noticed that checking into Facebook, my YouTube, everything I was seeing there was talking about twins, flames, soulmates, how to know about someone, thinking about you, what is really going on when you can't think, when you can't stop thinking about someone, so many things like that. And I was always seeing posts about Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber. You understand? These two people actually have twin flame kind of thing, and they are also soulmates. You understand? Then I was watching all these videos, and one of them said soulmate or maybe twin flame kind of thing is when you are connected to someone beyond physical, like it's more of spiritual in the universe kind of thing, you understand? You're just connected to this person. Distance doesn't separate you. It doesn't take this person out of your mind. It doesn't take this person out of sight, out of anything or things like that. And I just noticed that everything they are saying is just about this guy and myself. This is my friend of 10 years, just talking and looking at this physical or the present situation now. It's just, we are not even in physical terms, or I don't even know how to call it. We're not even we're not talking like we used to talk, you understand? And yet, this guy is still in my head. And everything they're just trying to say is that once you have this connection with someone, it just stays. You understand? Like, it means this person is your twin flame. It's like, that's why you can't forget about them, no matter what you do, no matter what you're trying to do. You understand? And everything was just directed and talking about this, my friend. In fact, I was disturbed. I don't even know what to do because. Sorry, let me drink water. Bless water in Jesus' name, amen. So everything was just totally connected. So that means this guy is my soulmate, is my twin flame. Part of the things that they were talking about is that no matter how you guys are apart, what you people you are doing, they are almost like the same thing at each time of the years, you understand? And anytime you meet again, it's just like you never parted because he has been doing the same thing like yourself. And I can only imagine that maybe this guy has been doing videos like myself. I'm just imagining it because there was one day in particular, I was checking his WhatsApp videos and I noticed, I just finished singing a song. I was posting it online and I just saw this guy singing on his WhatsApp. I was surprised. I was like, excuse me, who is copying who between the two of us? Can you just explain? Can you rewind? So I just kind of believe it that everything they're saying was true. Like they said, one way or the other, you just find out that your behaviors are the same way you are growing. This guy is growing the same way. Anything you're trying to do, I have an instrument, he has an instrument. I saw him one day too, he was playing the instrument. Like, seriously, are you ready to copy me? Can you just tell me what's going on here? You understand? He sings, I sing. Oh my god. Can you just... And yet, we are not together physically. We are not... In short, there's a big hindrance between the two of us. Like, it's just not making us to come together. But yet, this connection is built already and it can't break. No matter what I try to do, it can't just break. No matter what he's doing or what anyone is doing, stay away from him. Don't talk to him. Don't comment on his wall. Block me on this place. Block me on almost every social media. But I think most of them are, the block things are gone now. But yet, it doesn't change the connection because the connection has been built. So then I just thought that, could it be that it is not, this connection can actually be built? Like, I think it can be built. You can't just say, oh, it's peculiar to some set of people alone. Like, I think it can be built. Because after my posts about everything I've been seeing online, I was just like, I think connection can be built. You can actually build it. You understand? Because I remember some of the marriage talks videos I've watched. I just don't know. Let me drink more water. Let me Jesus me. You understand? Because that woman, that's Pastor Bimbo Odukoya, she said, when you meet someone newly, you don't just go from acquaintance to marriage. You have to know this person. You have to build a connection. And one of the things she said was, how do you know true connection? True connection is when you are not having sex with this person, but you are totally connected and bonded with this person. You're not trying to attach yourself. You know what sex does is, because sex is supposed to be the last thing. You understand? So when you jump from the first stage to the last step, you think you are already there. But all these things in between, you don't have them. So it can easily break down. It's just like you're trying to build a house. Okay, now let's put it this way. You're trying to build this thing up. Between here and here, you understand? There are a lot of things. This is like the couple. This couple wants to stay on this building. And immediately you met each other, you didn't build any foundation. You understand? You just went straight. You think, oh, we love each other so much. You went straight and build this thing without all this. How do you want this thing to stand? If not because my hand is there, how do you want this thing to stand on this something? This is the only thing you have in this relationship. So once you put it there, it comes down. It can't hold it, because all these things are part of the foundation. All these things are part of your love. All these things are part of your marriage. They are part of everything you need in this relationship. That is one of the things God taught me about waiting on the Lord and waiting on God's time for everything. He said, by the time you are waiting on me, I am building you for where you are going. You understand? So, if you want to achieve this greatness without waiting on the Lord, what are you going to stand on when you get to the top? That is what God told me. So I'm sharing it to other people too, to always wait on the Lord. He has not forgotten about you. And I don't think he will forget about you. He said he has written us on the palm of his hands. That means no matter anything, he won't forget about us. You understand? So, that aside, what I'm trying to say is that you can't go from acquaintance straight to sex and you are claiming, oh, I'm connected. You will have to do extra work to stay connected to this person, because you are not totally connected. You don't have all the foundation. You don't have everything built in. You don't have everything that is inside this bottle to hold this together. Because once the two of you come together, other things are still going to come inside you. You understand? Many things are still going to come. You still have children, you still have your work together, you still have your dreams together, you still have everything inside this cup. To stay on this foundation, it's not going to hold if all you have is sex, from acquaintance to sex. You need this building and this connection. So what I now thought about, or maybe something I concluded on my mind, was, I think this connection can be built. You understand? So that is the reason for this post. So instead of getting married to someone and you can't cope with each other in the house, what kind of marriage is that? What kind of relationship is that? You can't even stay in the same house for a day without fighting. And yet you are married to each other, and yet you are claiming, oh, we love each other so much. What kind of love is that? How do you explain that kind of love? You are not bonded with this person. You're not connected in any way. You don't have anything holding your relationship together. So the points are going to be kind of personal because I'm talking from my own experience now. I'm not saying I am totally 100% right, because that's one thing I want to be doing on my, I want to be saying on my posts, on my videos now. Many of the things I'm talking about, the only things I can actually say they are true and you can take it anywhere, it will still remain true, is those ones I pick from the Bible. You understand? But if I'm saying anything, I don't want to tell you that it is totally right, because some people may want to argue with me, or some people may have some other reasons why it is not right, but I am saying according to what I feel. I am not so old, but according to the experiences I've had, according to how the inspiration I've had about it, how God talks to me about it, how I understand it, you understand? So, and it's working for me, and I think it can work for someone else too. So let's just put it like that. So instead of always having this mind of what you are saying is not right, what you are saying is not true, just have it like I am sharing some experiences that have worked for me, and how God speaks to me, how it's working, and how I think it's going to work for someone else. You understand? So just put it like that. So remove all the negativity side of it. So one thing I want to talk about the connection between my friend, my best friend, because I think he's my best friend. Fine, I have a new friend, but I think this guy is my best friend. Okay, my twin flame. Yeah, that's better. So one thing I want to talk about, my twin flame, my twin my twin flame is that it's actually my twin flame, because it's not that I've not been checking his post recently, because I don't want to have an attack. You know, when you can't take someone out of your mind, but you can't be with the person, it's painful, it's sad. So that's why I don't want to check his posts, because it will only make me to be in much mood, so I don't want to have that. So that's the reason why I've not been checking his post. But I'm very sure, I'm 100% sure that these things I am doing is doing it too. Anybody that knows him, go and check his wall and come and tell me later. Don't tell me, I'm not ready to check it now. But I'm very sure that anytime I have the spirit or the mind or the power, the strength to check his post, I'm going to see many things on his post that are also similar to things I have been doing recently. I'm very sure of that. I am 100% sure of that. If he still remains my twin flame, except if is no longer my twin flame, that is the only reason or only thing that can make him be doing other things. But I'm very sure he might not be doing videos like me or live videos like me, but I'm sure he's doing something. He's doing something that I'm doing recently, because he's my twin flame. Hello. So what I'm trying, so let's go into it now. So I'm going to talk from how we were able to connect that much. I'm sure it's going to help someone. So I'm trying to recreate this connection thing with my new friend. So I don't know, maybe it's going to work. So, but I think from Pastor Bimbo's video, it seems like this connection can be built. We can't totally say, oh, it's for some set of people, it's for some kind of twin flame, it's for some kind of soulmate. You understand? Yeah, it's my soulmate too. It's my twin flame and it's my soulmate. So, so we can't just say it like that. You know, one thing about soulmate is that you kind of, when you are talking, like, when he's talking, he's kind of saying what is in my mind. And most times, I'm just listening. I'm just like, you understand? So I can call him my soulmate too. It's not just my twin flame. It's also my soulmate. Like, things that are on my mind, many times he's talking about it. And I'm just surprised. I'm just like, wow. Who told you? Who told you what I'm saying? How did you know what I'm thinking? Who told you that? You understand? So it's just like that. So now let me talk from the aspect that it can be built. Okay? So one of the things my twin flame did was to see one of the characteristics of recognizing your twin flame is when you meet each other and you start talking, you talk to each other as if you have met each other once. Like you have met each other for some years, like many years ago. You already have this pre-meeting in your head. And let me put it this way. Before I met him, he already had this mind that he's going to meet someone, a girl like me. And for me, before I met him, I prayed that God, I want you to send an angel to me. You understand? Because I was going to somewhere that I didn't know. So I already prayed, and I was just I've met a lot of people before I met him, and none of them got my attention. None of them got my attraction. I don't really want to call it attention. Like attraction. I wasn't attracted. And it was just in the vehicle with me at the back, and just the first look, I was attracted to this person. I didn't know what was going to happen between us eventually, but I feel that there was this connection, this spark. There was this spark, you understand? And it was just saying everything I had thought about in my mind. Everything I had prayed about, it was just saying it out. I was surprised. At first I thought he was an angel truly from heaven. Like, this kind of testimony that people give and say, and I saw that person and he helped me, and after that I didn't see him again. So the way he was saying everything that was on my mind, everything I had prayed about, it was like a surprise to me. I'm being real now. I'm not trying to say something to be funny or anything. I'm saying the real thing now. So I think it can help someone on how to recognize maybe your twin flame, or how to build connection with someone. So, and that was it. That was just how we met. I can't even remember what happened after that. But another time I remember was where we were actually talking. It was just very free with me. This guy is just meeting me for the first time, and he was just talking to me about his whole life, my dear. Whole life. When I say whole life, he wasn't shy. He wasn't trying to hide anything from me. And some part of me was just appreciating it. You understand? Because before that time, I've never met a guy who could be so open, who could be so, you understand? You're not trying to cajole me. You're not trying to pretend. You're not trying to prove what you are not. You understand? And everything he was just doing was just getting to my heart, getting to my mind, getting to my whole soul. I was ready to listen to him. I was ready to stay with him. I was ready to do everything with him. I was ready to listen to him. I trusted him. Not the kind of trust you really need in a marriage, but I was ready to go with this guy. You understand? Because for someone to really open up to you. So I want to say that one first thing to do about now to build connection is you have to come out. You have to open yourself. A lot of people are afraid of losing a suitor or losing someone they are attracted to because of their lives or something. Maybe all these people who have done some things in the past, they are just not ready to open up. Or maybe those that are not very rich, when they see a lady who is rich, so they're always afraid to come out to this person. You understand? And but this guy was not afraid. I think maybe, I don't really know on his own side, but I think maybe he has pre saw me in his vision or saw me in his life, or he's thinking, fine, we're twin flame and we're soulmates, but maybe he has once seen me in his life, or maybe it was just his mind, I don't know, that made him to do those things. And everything he was doing was just getting to my heart. It was just making more sense to me. You understand? So that is first thing on how to build connection with someone. You have to come out. You have to let your real self come out. You understand? This guy is the kind of person that it kind of knows me more than I know myself. Maybe he's talking from his own life experience. I don't know. Maybe he's talking about himself most of the time, but anytime he's telling me about myself, do you know there was one day I did something and he was like, "Don't start." I was like, "Excuse me?" I was thinking to my mind, I was like, does it mean this guy really knows what I'm capable of doing? He was like, "Oh, Joy, or don't start." You understand? So I was just like, really? So this guy knows what I can even do. So he knows I can even do this thing, and it's like, don't start. You understand? So I see those kind of things. So that's the first thing on how to build connection with someone. You have to open up. You have to let the person know whom you are. If someone is not ready to stay with you, or she doesn't appreciate what you're telling her or what you're doing, she's not meant to be in your life. You can't force people to be in your life. You can't. Look at him now, where he is. I don't want to let him go. I don't want him out of my life. But there's a big hindrance between us, and I can't just force him, because this other person is also part of his life. You understand? Fine, I am here. I always want him around me. I always want us to continue talking. The flame is continuing burning. But yet, I can't tell him to stay away from people that are part of his life. You understand? I can't do it. I just have to let everything work at his perfect time. Maybe a time is going to come. He's going to be so connected to that person, and I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying. Maybe like it's going to be so comfortable around that person that, what am I saying? I don't know, Sha. But I think a time is still going to come where we will be able to come together. I don't know for whatever reason we are coming together for. I don't know, but I'm sure I've seen it in my dream. So that a time is going to come in life, because we are twin flames. We can't just practically stay away from each other forever. We are still going to come together. I don't know for whatever we are coming together for, but I know that we are coming together. We will eventually come together. So, and we're going to fulfill God's purpose for giving us the twin flame, for making my twin flame and my soulmate. So, God does things and doesn't make mistakes. So I'm very, very sure that the Lord who has done this is actually my friend, and he will always be my friend. Fine, I have a new guy here, but I don't have the same connection with this guy. The connections are different, and it's still always in my thoughts, still always in my day, still after 5 years, my dear. No easy. Like 5 years and I'm still thinking about this guy. That's where you should know that, no, I think this thing is more than just, I'm not infatuated about this guy. I don't even see him often, and yet the distance destroy everything. It doesn't destroy anything. Like, if we are to talk on a good ground now, we still talk like we never separated at all. It's that very, very connected. You understand? So that's the first thing you have to do. You have to come out, let your real self come out. I'm talking about your real self. I'm not talking about maybe talking about things to make yourself proud, or things to be pompous about. Oh, my father has this kind of thing. Or no, you don't have to do that. Just your real self, just you and you alone. Let her know about your yeah. I remember that I told him about my dream of becoming a medical doctor, and he he didn't discourage me, though. He wanted me to finish the course I was doing then, and which God eventually allowed. So, but yet he is not always totally against my dream of becoming a doctor. He's not against it. Let me just put it that way. He's not against it. So, and so I think another thing you have to do is you have to talk about your visions, talk about your passions, talk about things you're going to do together. Just talk about something you really like. Around that time, he told me he was doing instruments. So many things like that. Like, it's just very, very open to me. He doesn't hide things from me. So I think that is where the connection really started from. Yeah, now I know why I can't really connect with this new guy. He doesn't talk too much. He doesn't, or let me say, he talks more with his friends. I don't know. Maybe he doesn't feel this connection with me. That's why he's not always talking to me about many things. You understand? And that's why I'm not totally connecting with him. Fine, I care about him, he cares about me, but we are not totally connected because we don't talk about many things. We don't talk how to make things work. You understand? I think it's because of, everybody is not the same thing, but talking about twin flame, I think your behaviors are going to be kind of mutual, kind of, you understand? Mutual, you care about each other. Of course, he cares about me too. He cares about me. I'm talking about my twin flame. You understand? My twin flame. So that's it. So you have to come out, talk about yourself. Then you have to talk about your dreams, your ambitions. Then, what other thing? Then talking about how to settle issues without getting angry or without fighting. How are we able to do that? I think one way we were able to do it, I'm talking about my twin flame now. One way I was able to do these things with him is that anytime he talks to me about anything that could be an issue, I don't always see it as a fighting talk. I always see it as someone who is coming out opened to me. You understand? And because he is not saying it to make me angry, I don't get angry. I've been angry with this guy once. I was shouting on the phone. Why? Can you my tongue just changed, so that's if I was speaking in tongues. I was very, very fast. But deep down in my heart, I was not angry with him. I was just shouting. I can't say I was angry. Okay, I was angry. Okay, let me say I was angry and shouting because I didn't like what he was saying. He was telling me, don't send message. I said, why? What is wrong with you? Why do you say that? What are you talking about? my tongue just changed. Oh my God, I was speaking in tongues. Why would you do that? But deep down in my heart, I wasn't angry. I was just angry at what he's doing. Like, what are you talking about? And I think, was it that same week or maybe the following week, he still called me and said he was sorry. He didn't want us to fight. You understand? He doesn't like when we fight with each other. So I think that's the connection. You have to always have this mind that I don't want to fight with this person. I am not saying this thing because I want to fight with this person. And when he told me he doesn't want us to fight, like he just wanted to explain things to me, that he doesn't want to fight, I was telling him I have been crying because I myself, I don't want us to fight. You understand? So it's just like that. Like, it's as deep down I was shouting at you, but deep down, okay, physically I was shouting at you, but deep down in my heart, I'm actually hurt. It's not as if I'm fighting with you. I'm hurt within, and I don't want to fight with you. And shouting at you has really made me break down so much that I'm crying. You understand? So I think one of how to do it is to avoid fighting with your partner when you have an issue. Is you have to first of all put it in your mind that I don't want to fight with this person. You understand? Remove everything that will want you to fight. Remove it from your mind. Just say, I don't want to fight with my partner. Just remove it. Once you remove it, everything that is going to come out from your mouth will always be guided so much that there's no fighting. You understand? Maybe he's trying to explain things to you. Maybe he's trying to... And I notice that most times, even when I'm angry at him or something because of what he's doing, he doesn't see it as an offense against me. I've noticed that. You understand? He doesn't see it like an offense. You know, the time he told me forget about it, I asked him, what did I do wrong? He said nothing. That is to tell you that everything I've done, they're actually not sinful to him. And everything he's doing or has done to me that someone else might be seeing as, oh, forget about this guy. Oh, I actually want to forget about this guy, but it keeps coming to my head, and that's why I can't forget about him. So anybody that is saying you're always talking about your twin flame, you're always talking about your twin flame, this is the reason, because it can't just leave my brain, it can't leave my mind, it can't leave my thoughts. Not be me they bring on now. She not me they control thoughts. Now because we be twin flame, that's why. Because we are connected somewhere. Because this connection has been built, and it's something that I don't think is going to break. You understand? So that's it. Whenever you want to deal with issue with your partner, just first of all put it in your mind that I don't want to get angry. Because this person is someone that you are friends with, or that loves you, like I don't know. Maybe many people that are getting married, they're not getting married to people they claim they love, because I don't understand why you will say you are in love with someone and they are recording fights. I think once you already have it in your mind that, oh, this person cares about me and I care about this person, yeah, I care about him and he cares about me too. It's obvious. It's very, very obvious. I really don't want to learn video. I would have just deleted this video, but I think it's going to help a lot of people. You understand? I don't mind whatever is going on between us right now. All I know is that he cares about me and I care about him. I'm always like I'm just being careful. I don't want something bad to happen to you. I'm just like, you check on each other, this kind of thing. I remember one time you even said you care too much. not be my fault. Not be say I won't care too much. It's just my natural kind of behavior towards you. So it's not as if I care too much. Fine, I care about other people too, but the one that is towards you, maybe it's because you are feeling it too much because they are my twin flame. So that's why you can say I care too much, you understand? Other people don't say I care too much because they're not my twin flame. But because they're my twin flame, that's why you can feel it so much. So oh my god, I'm not going to delete this video. I'm going to post it. Anyone that wants to see should see it. So that's it. Always try not to fight with your partner. Like, deal with the issue. When he's trying to tell you something, accept it with a good heart. You understand? Accept it with the mind that this person is being open to me. That's why I said the first thing, make sure you are actually open to this person. Let the person know about you. Talk about things you can do together. Talk about your similarities. Like I said, I'm a musician, is a musician. I'm a singer, is a singer. You understand? Like we both have this thing of always goals, very high goals. You understand? We are always this. Oh, I want to achieve this thing. I want to achieve this thing. Something farther than where you are. I think both of us have that behavior within us. We are always having a goal ahead of us. You understand? When you achieve one, then you have another one. When you achieve one, you have another one. So that's one thing about the two of us. So look at the similarities. Check the similarities between your behaviors. In your behaviors, you understand? Work on those things that are not the same. I've not really noticed anything that is not the same between us because the similarities are so much that even those things that are not the same, it can easily cover it up. You understand? It doesn't hold. Once it's doing anything that is not really fine by me, I don't really notice it like that. You understand? I don't take cognizance of it. It doesn't hold because the similarities are so much. The things that got me attracted to him are so much. The things that is binding us together, they are so much. And you know one thing about this connection, one beautiful thing about this connection is that I don't see any girl as threat. You understand? I know so many of his female friends, but none of them is like a threat to me, like, oh, this person is going to take this guy away from me. I think that's one of the reasons why I couldn't recognize for long that someone has taken him away from me. Because I never saw any girl as threat, you understand? I never saw any girl as taking him away from me. You understand? I always see every girl like friend to him because of what we have together, like the connection between us. This is someone that no matter the distance, no matter the time between us, anytime we meet, it's still like we just saw yesterday. So and more so, he's always opened to me. He's always telling me things. So if I ask about any girl from him or even by himself, he just say, oh, this girl is like this. And I believe him. I totally trust him. I think that's another thing. You have to build trust. You have to build trust in yourself and in your partner. You have to build trust for your partner. Like, oh, I trust this person. I totally trust him when he's telling me. Because he has told me about deep things about his life. So any other thing that are not even deep, when he tells me, I strongly believe it. You understand? I don't care if he has friends. It's good by me. If he has male friends, female friends, it's okay. I think he has more female friends because he's kind of attractive guy and he's brilliant. So I think a lot of girls like him. So it's not a problem for me. I'm not one of the girls that will say, stay away from him, stay away from. No, I don't do that. I don't do that. You can be around him as long as you want. But the thing is, I trust him. None of the girls was like a threat. None of them was like, well, this one is going to take him away from me. No. I kind of trust him. I remember I remember our first meeting, because our first meeting it was like I stayed, I think we were seeing each other for maybe like a week or something. I can't really remember for how long. 2 weeks, something like that. Maybe like 2 weeks, something. But I can't know that we were seeing each other regularly for long, like for a few days like that. So by the time I left, the connection was still there. We were still talking, we were still keeping in touch, and that was where it all started from. You understand? So yeah, the first day I met him, the first time, one of the days that we were together, I I met with some girls that were talking about it, and they're like, this guy doesn't like girls. And seeing him with me, they were surprised. They're like, really? You understand? So from there, I was able to notice that he's a guy that doesn't like. And one of the girls was like, oh, this guy doesn't know how to treat girls well, because he's always shying them away from him. They not to please take care of this girl well, because we know you that you don't like girls, all this kind of things, and just be gentle with her, something like that. Like, don't be too harsh. Don't. So from that statement, I was able to know that okay, he's a guy that girls like him so much, but he doesn't give them chance to come to him, because he's more focused in his studies and in his goals. You understand? So from there, I got that, and it made me to trust him. No matter who is coming around him, I don't care. You can come around him, you can stay in his room, you can do anything. I kind of trust him that everything is fine, we are still good. The thing is, once we are able to talk, you understand? Everything he tells me, I believe it, I trust him, I don't doubt it. So I don't give myself any kind of fear of, oh, maybe somebody is taking him away now, or maybe somebody is doing this thing, or maybe the next minute he will not talk to me again. No, I never had that kind of feelings. I never, because we have built, I won't say it was only me, because I can't do it alone, because we have kind of built this friendship, this relationship, this connection. So I don't know if it can work for everybody, but I think it can work according to the video of Pastor Bimbo Odukoya, that when you meet someone, try to build a connection first. So try to build that connection of totally trusting the person without. Try to know about this person in short, because from what those girls were telling me about him made me to know some things about him, and it kind of make me not to be this jealous, or I don't know what to call it. I've never been a jealous kind of girl, fine. I've never been that kind of girl. But at the same time, it didn't give me any chance to be jealous. So for long, I was never saying, who is there talking with you? Who are you talking to? What leg are you carrying? Who is sitting by you? I've never been that kind of person, and it didn't give me any reason to be that kind of girl. I kind of have this mind that even if he's talking with a girl, it doesn't affect what we have together, you understand? And none of them was a threat to me, and I don't think any girl can still be a threat between me and him. Till today and to the future, no girl can be a threat. So, because what we have is twin flame, and nothing can break this twin flame. You understand? Fine, we're not together now. We're not talking like we used to talk before. We don't talk anymore like we used to do. Fine, we don't talk like we used to do, but then it doesn't change it, because we have had times in our lives when we didn't talk for long. We were not fighting, but I think he was just trying to settle some things in his life. And the next moment we were talking again, it was as if we just talked yesterday. I think we talked yesterday. Oh no, we didn't talk yesterday. We talked some years ago. And it's like, oh, I'm sorry I've not been talking to you for some times now. And I said, oh, no problem. It's cool. It's nice we're talking now. So, fine, we're not talking now, but the connection is still there. So, I want to advise everyone, make sure you build connection with your partner before you get married. Because once this new guy that I'm with now, if God has it in his plan that we should get married, I'm going to continue praying that God should build connection between us. Because I don't want to just get married to someone without having the same connection. You understand? Because this connection is strong. Nothing can break it. Even when you are far away from this person, the thought of this person is still with you. Everything you have built together, how you used to talk, what you will be missing about this person will not just be sex. Let's say now you are married, it shouldn't just be sex. You're going to be missing the friendship, you're going to be missing the talks, you're going to be missing how you can be open to each other, you're going to be missing you can how you can have a friend. Everybody wants that person that even when everybody is against you, this person can stay with you. I think that's what everybody wants. So you are going to be missing that part of that person. Like one of the videos I saw about Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber, the person was saying that the both of them, they have always been that kind of person that they always lean back on whenever they have problem with another kind of relationship. They always come back to this person. You understand? They always come back to each other because they are twin flame. So those are recently they said she liked one of his pictures and deleted it again. So I think that's one of the things are going to be missing, especially when you are in the times where you are kind of lonely, you want to talk to someone. You're going to be missing this person because this is the person you have always had to lean back on whenever you need a support, maybe emotional support, somebody to trust you. You see, there was a time I was writing my book and I really wish that I could talk to this guy and share it with him because I know he's going to be so happy about it. Like, he's going to support me, he's going to encourage me, he's going to tell me some things I can put in the book. It's just like that. So those are the things we're going to be missing. It's not just about the sex, it's not just about touching and all these kind of things. I remember when we were hugging or touching, holding, I don't really miss those things much. Because if I was to be missing them so much, maybe I would have traveled and be with him. But those things I miss, they're not just the touching and all that. We are not really touching, sir, but I don't know how to call it, but it was not just the touching, it was just the companionship, staying together, talking, and you are talking to someone and the person is listening to you with the heart, not just with the ears alone. That's why anytime we want to talk, he calls it heart to heart talk, because it's like we're always talking from the heart. We are not talking from the mouth or trying to say things to cajole each other to believe each other. We're talking from our minds, you understand? Like every time we talk, we are building a connection, you understand? So it's just like a cobwebs kind of thing. No matter where you go, this thing is connected already. Every time you talk with someone, whether the distance, that's why they call this thing World Wide Web. Like it's connected around the world, you understand? So once you build this connection with this person, wherever this person goes, it carries your web round the whole world. That web that you have connected, you understand? Nothing is going to break it. It depends on how much you have built it. So I advise that everybody should try to build a connection with their partner before they get married. Because once you get married and you start having sex, you are not going to have much time to build anymore, because what are going to be dealing with by that time is going to be another thing. You understand? You see, sex makes you to have this kind of, it gives you some kind of feelings. If you don't have this connection already, it's going to be not so good. But if you have these connections and now you're having sex and the feelings of sex comes in, it's going to, because this is the foundation. Okay, this is the both of you on this connection. This is the connection you have built before you got married. You understand? And this is sex. You understand? And this is the both of you. So inside the marriage, you are having other things coming in: your marriage, your career, your time together, time with other friends, time with family, your family members, your job, your visions, everything. Because you have this connection already, none of them is going to weigh you down. You understand? So I just want to advise that everybody should try to build connection with their partner before getting married. From this simple illustration, I know it is God that has directed me to use this illustration. So I think it's a simple illustration for everyone. So it's just an advice. Let's try to do it before you get married. Get to that point where you notice that you are totally connected with this person, because it's going to help you a lot. It's going to help you a lot. Just imagine, I'm not talking to this guy, we are not together, I don't, and yet I'm not angry with him, and yet I'm not seeing anybody as threat, and yet it can't just leave my brain, it can't leave my mind. You understand? That is to tell you that this connection is real. Just imagine getting married to that kind of person. You're going to be free. You can easily be yourself around this person. You're not going to feel like you're doing something wrong. You can talk about issues. You can talk about things. And of course, we also have a lot of experiences too. You understand that we're actually part of what was building us. You understand? Maybe at times when there was a day he told me not to post a picture, and I eventually posted this. I'm just using this as an example, and I still went back and say, oh, I posted this picture. And when something happened about the person I posted in the picture, I still went to tell him again. And you see, it was just like that. I think that's one of the experiences that we're building on. What I'm just trying to say is that you're still, just take your time. You understand? There's nothing to rush it back, because when you get into the marriage and you don't have this strong connection, this strong building, is going to be very, very, you're going to need it. In short, you're going to see the reasons to have built it when you get into the marriage. So you understand? I'm just using that as an example of things that we did together that was part of the experiences. You understand? You can imagine when you're chatting with someone, you're connected. When you are talking on the phone, you're connected. And when you finally see, you're connected. You see each other, talking with each other, you're connected. Now just imagine getting married to the same person. It's going to be more connected. I don't know if anybody understands this. So that is it. Try to build connection by coming out, letting the person know your real self. You don't have to lie. You don't just go into relationship with truth. Once you are a truthful person, you're going to also meet a truthful person. So that is it. I've said so many personal things. I would have said I would delete this video, but I won't delete it because I want it to be a blessing to people. So if you have any questions, you can ask me. No problem. Or maybe I see other things I think I should talk about this same topic that I've not talked about. I can add it to another topic. So thank you so much. I don't know if this guy is going to see this video, but whichever way, I don't mind. I'm just saying the truth, and that's the truth. I'm not lying. I'm not telling lies about this. I'm not telling lies. It's my twin flame. That's why I can't forget about him. So it's my twin flame. So that's it. We are friends. Yeah, I don't think we will ever stop being friends, because I'm sure the next time we're going to have chance to talk again, we're going to talk like we're friends. So is my friend, is my best friend. Fine, I have new friend, but I'm trying to build connection with him to that point. If God willing, I'm able to get to that same level of connection, I'll be grateful. Of course, I'm going to be grateful. And another thing I want to add is sometimes you don't need to see someone every time before you build this connection. It's just things you do together that really matters. Of course, like all this talking about each other, talking about dreams, visions, caring about each other, not getting angry at each other without the true caring. Someone you can always lean on when you want to talk to someone that knows you more than anyone else, even more than yourself. I think those are the connections. So you can say, oh, I'm only seeing this person, I'm only seeing this person, and yes, you don't have connection with this person. It's possible because what you are doing, you are not doing those things that can build connection. So with all these experiences, sharing my experiences and some other points, I think now you know what to do if you want to build connection. So it is not sex that builds connection. I've never had sex with this guy. You have never had sex. I can say it anywhere, any day. So, and yet I'm connected to him. Yeah. Yes, and yet I'm still connected to this guy. So that is to tell you that you don't need sex to have a true connection with someone. So, and when it is not inside marriage, sex doesn't connect you. It blinds your eyes. It blinds your visions. What you're supposed to be seeing, what you're supposed to be learning, you will stop learning it. You will divert your focus into the sex. You understand? Because you kind of have this mind, oh, this guy is my boyfriend now. This guy is my fiance now. So it is that sex that you are looking at. You are no longer looking at other things. The level of trust, sometimes, that's why sometimes some girls are just always over jealous, over protective of this guy. Fine, I care about this guy, but I've never been this kind of person that will be like, don't talk to girls, they will take you away from me. I've never had this mind because I kind of believe that I just trust him. I don't know. Naturally, I don't know how it came upon me. I just trust him. I just believe that he doesn't hide anything from me. If he has anything he wants to talk to me, he will always talk to me about it. He's not going to hide anything from me. So it doesn't allow me to have this unnecessary suspicion about him or suspect any girl around him. I don't have that. So I think everybody should get married to someone you can trust that much. Someone who doesn't make you unnecessarily jealous, who doesn't make you unnecessarily suspicious. You understand? You can be with someone on the phone and they can even talk at length and it doesn't make me suspect anything. It doesn't make me feel maybe he's trying to take that person ahead of me. I'm just that kind of person. It doesn't affect me. I think it's a kind of level of trust he has built in me. I think he's the one who built it because he's always making me to know everything about him. He doesn't hide it. He doesn't keep things from me. If he's not telling me yet, maybe it seems he thought I don't need it. But if it's something he wants to share with me, he will always share with me. You understand? So that is it. Thanks. Thanks, I've talked so much. I hope someone have learned something. So I think this is how I'll be doing my video now. I'll be coming online, eating, drinking water to make it more free so that I'm not just too strong, like a strong teacher. Making the just to lighten the mood, you understand? So thank you, I appreciate. Good night, bye. I'm going to post this one on my YouTube. The last one that I did, I didn't post it, but I don't know if I should post it. So maybe I'll post it. But it was too playful. That's why I've not been posting that. That's why I didn't post it. But maybe not. But this one is special. I'm going to post it. Thank you very much. Good night. Bye.